this. I'm a member at a gym, but I'm afraid to go to the classes because they might be too hard for me. If I talk myself into going and it's too hard, what should I do? All right, that's a great question. And honestly, I have been in your shoes personally, and I know the fear. And I'll tell you exactly what I did. I went in at 280 pounds. I was the heaviest person in that room. I will never forget that. I know I was. It was also probably one of the most out of shape people, but I definitely wasn't the oldest. And that was eye opening. But what I did is I went early. I took the instructor aside. I said, "Hey, I'm on a journey to get healthy. I'm trying to watch, to get control of my weight. I want to start exercising more. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this entire class. Where would you like me to be to where I won't be a distraction? So if I have to bail out early, I can." So you're making them aware you may very well leave early. And then I would ask another important question. Could you offer up modifications or different ways of doing these activities that might be at a better level for me? Most good fitness instructors are actually taught, like I know all the Les Mills instructors are. So if you have Les Mills at your gym, they should be trained to do this, which is they offer different modifications. They offer the top level, they offer usually like a kind of an average level, and then they usually offer a level that's for somebody who might really be challenged. And so you've got and they'll demonstrate it on stage. And if there's more than one instructor, they usually have one that's doing the more difficult one and one that's doing the easier one. So they are acting as a visual illustration for this. So if you go in early, tell them you might not need to stay. And by the way, Les Mills has what they call, I want to say it's called an express program, but I don't know if that's what they actually call it in the gym. But basically, they only expect you to show up for 4 tracks. As a matter of fact, every time I go, they at the end of the 4th track, they say, "Hey, you made it to our express finish. If you need to go right now, just leave your stuff and go ahead and go. Come back next week, add a track." They want you to gain momentum. They don't want you to feel overwhelmed. They don't want you to feel like you can't keep up. So they actually do these great things as I feel like incentives for people like where I was, where I couldn't do all the exercises. I had to do modifications, push ups off walls, things like that. So I stayed towards the back of the room. And I said to myself, one day, Heather, you'll be at the front. Guess where I go now? The front. But when I started, I stayed at the back. And the reason is because my back would slip out of place when I laid on the floor and I didn't want to be stuck in front of everybody on the back. Two, it gave me an opportunity if I needed to leave, I could. Three, I could work at my own speed and alter the exercises as need be for my ability level without, again, being the focal point or feeling like I was the focal point. But really, even just talking to the instructor made it so much less threatening. And they became my friends. I'm still friends with one of the first instructors I ever went with, and she's very proud of all that I've accomplished. And so a lot of them are really rooting for you. They want you to do well. So it's just a matter of that communication. And honestly, just go in there. Don't go to a class. Just go in there, maybe walk on the treadmill for a while, look through the window, kind of see what it's like, maybe talk to the instructor one day after class without the intention of actually going that day. Create that rapport. And that way, when you actually do make the plunge to do it, you feel comfortable. You kind of have seen the people, you see the equipment, you see what they're doing. You've kind of passed past it a couple times. You maybe have talked to the instructor, and that conversation can make it not so overwhelming and stressful.